We are back here on the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show. I'm telling you, this is the time of year that you almost have to regroup. You know, it's like what you didn't get done in 2019. I got a rude awakening for you. You're probably not going to get it done. But what you can do is re-energize for 2020. You can get motivated. That's where PWN comes in. Danielle Parson is here to talk to us about it. And I mean, realistically, if you didn't get it done this year, you probably aren't.
You're probably right.
But you can motivate yourself.
Thank you for giving us that hard truth.
But that's one of the, when you network with other women, that's what we do. And that's what PWN is all about.
Absolutely. It's such a great network. And you've been a supporter of us from the very beginning.
Absolutely.
We're now having our 4th annual luncheon. Wow. And we were founded in 2016. So the time has gone by fast, but we've developed some great relationships and partnerships, and women are really encouraging and inspiring each other, and we are not all making the same hard decisions. I always say that, like, we don't always have to make the same decisions. Culturally, you know, you hear it's like, she has to learn the hard way. You do not have to learn the hard way. If I step up here and I bump my leg on this table, shame on me for not turning around and telling you, watch out for that table. And that's what our network does.
Okay, and you know what, that makes perfect sense. But people have the perception that as women, we don't always share that information.
And I can say in Pittsburgh, that has not been the case with this network. I mean, we have women that have the same jobs or similar jobs or competing jobs. We have entrepreneurs that come to our vendor showcase in the beginning of our luncheon, where we feature only women-owned and operated businesses. And some of them are selling similar products. But if I don't have what you need, then if she doesn't have what you need, she's gonna send you over to the ladies right across the hall from her to get what you need. We support each other. So I think we help to dispel that myth that women can't support each other and can't uplift each other. That's not what we do.
So PWN is not a social organization. It's a networking organization, but I do feel like there are some social components.
There is. We have a good time at our events. We do have a good time. I tell women, you know, this network did not start to help you make your new best friend. It did not start to just connect all of us so that we can go and brunch and hang out together every single weekend. It didn't start, and that's not to say that you might not find some ladies that you can do that with, but that's not what we're saying, that all women have to be best friends. But we are going to help you to be able to become a rock star at your job. We are going to help you to push that resume around. We're going to mentor, we're going to sponsor, because those two things are different. I can mentor you and tell you some of the things that you need to do to get where you need to in your career and even in your personal life, and give you those tools. But to sponsor, you're not in the room and I'm still talking you up. I'm going to tell everyone how great of a person you are, how great you are at your job, how great you are, and how much of an asset you could be to that company. That's a sponsor. So we talk about those things, and women come to our network because they're looking to mentor other women. They want to sponsor. We want to help the next woman come up. Why not?
So you have an event coming up in January.
We do.
You jumpstart the year.
We do. So everyone's always like, oh, why in January? It's right after the holidays. I get it, and it's cold, and it's a busy season. When I tell you we have a ball, we have a ball. It's encouraging. The message is always inspiring. And just think about how many women you've said, let's do coffee, let's catch up, let's have lunch together. And then you look around and it's January 1st and it never happened. We get our phones out, get on each other's calendars, we talk. I can just tell you personally, I've met so many women that have helped me in discovering motherhood that I now have discovered, and helping me to bring new partnerships to my job. Some of these women should probably get the accolades that I get in the office, because it's the networking and the connections that I've received from the network that has helped me to go far in my career. And I have sponsors, I have mentors, I have women that are feeding into me. And when it's time for me to leave, by any chance where I am now, I love my job. But if it comes time for me to leave, then they have the next great opportunity, and I know the next great woman that can step her foot in my role. In your role.
Okay, so let's talk about the event coming up.
So we have Dr. Atiya Abdel Malik as our keynote. She's no stranger to Pittsburgh. She has roots here. She has an incredible story of triumph. She's dealt with some health changes, some within her personal life, and then also some professional changes. And she's turned it all into a great purpose, and she's going to give us that message. So making moves, making a difference, that's our theme. That's our
Okay.
motto for 2020. And we're excited to have women come on board. And we have a lot of companies that also understand the value in this event because they send their staff because they know you have how many people in this city, new, vibrant people, professionals into the city on a
Absolutely,
regular
right.
basis, right? So support them. Give them a network of women that can feed into them, tell them not only where to shop and eat, but also where those key lunches and brunches and awards and accolades, those events that we all go to and we see each other and we all need to be a part of.
And the networks they need to connect into. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. All right, so it's on the 4th of January.
January 4th.
First
it's at
Saturday.
the Fairmont.
Yeah,
The
first
first
Saturday.
We feature women-owned and operated businesses, as I mentioned in our vendors fair right before that. That starts at 10:30, and then registration is 11. Then we kick off everything with our speaker at noon. So we get in and out with our great message. We get our mimosas in, and we have a great time. But at that vendor showcase, you've spent, an entire season buying gifts for everyone else. This is the time that women come in and they take care of themselves. So we have some great vendors online that have been with us. Or in line for the event that have been with us for years. So we're excited for that as well.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
Oh,
you do
I know.
You do
Oh, I know.
Yes. And then for our other our company sponsors that we've had UPMC, PNC, the Highmark, Allegheny Health Network. They send their women, they send their staff because they just understand how important it is for this region. And then they help us build for the rest of the year. We have executive roundtables. We have our wine experience where we feature wines produced and manufactured and distributed by African American brands, a little bit different than you've seen at other events in Pittsburgh. So we continue to build on this network and this growth throughout the entire year. So it's not just come in January. We built this network and these connections throughout the entire year.
How do I get a ticket?
You get a ticket online at prowomensnet.com. All the information is there. Tickets are $60, but we also have an event package for $125 where you can purchase all of our events for the entire year.
Oh, for the entire year, for $125.
Yes, it's not a great deal.
Like you said, it's time to spend money on yourself.
It is time to spend money on yourself.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back, wrap all this up, and I got to tell you about a new show that's coming on starting today right here on WPCW, so stick around. We'll be right back.